concussions are a sad thing. And it's a reality in football that affects so many different players. Cam, what are you doing, bro? All right, so, yeah, Cam Newton released his tier list of NFL quarterbacks, and he has them in 3 different groups, okay? Now, he has group 3, which we're going to start talking about first. It's kind of funny. He works backwards, meaning that he starts off with group 1, then group 2, then group 3. But group 1 is the best quarterback tier list for him. It's the best group of quarterbacks. Tier 2 is the second best, and tier 3 is the third best. So, while normally we would start off with the worst and go to the best, he starts off with the best and goes to the worst. So, hopefully it makes sense. He said group 3. Are you the reason, or is the team the reason? Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, and Tua. And he had Anthony Richardson down here, Justin Herbert, Bryce Young, Baker Mayfield. This, at the bottom, I feel like is less egregious to say. Like, are you the reason or the team the reason? The first 4, I feel like, The first 3... plus add in Justin Herbert, I think is kind of egregious to put them in this tier. Brock Purdy's been to the Super Bowl, okay? Well, I might not like Brock Purdy. I don't want to say I don't like him. I don't think he's as good as people hype him up to be. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's a top 10 quarterback. But I think there is a level of system quarterback you got to give him being in Kyle Shanahan's offense. I mean, he can make pretty much myself a top 15 quarterback. So I think there is a certain level you have to look at when it comes to that. Jalen Hurts, he has been to one Super Bowl and almost 2 Super Bowls. I mean, so I feel like Jalen Hurts, yes, he does have a really great receiving core. You know, he does have some really good running backs this year. He'll have Saquon Barkley. He is also very good mobile-wise, and he is able to pick up first downs and move the chains himself. Tua, I can't make an argument for Tua. And I can't make an argument for Herbo because I don't think Herbo's that good either. But I think the general public, Tua and Herbo being in this area will definitely, or this group, would definitely make people scratch their heads. So now, when it comes to, by the way, in case you're wondering, I call Herbert Herbo for Herbie Fully Loaded. It's a movie from way back in the day. I always do that. So in case you're wondering why I call him Herbo and not Herbo, it's because of that. Anyway, so that's group 3, which we're starting off really great. Group 2 is, can you win in this league in your current situation? I think Kirk Cousins is almost the perfect scenario for that question. We have, who is this bottom guy? Oh, Will Levis. Will Levis, Russell Wilson / Justin Fields, Derek Carr, and by the way, if they have a ring, he puts a little trophy on it. Derek Carr, Geno Smith, Danny Dimes, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love. I think going down this list, Kirk is a perfect example for this group. Jordan Love, I think he's above this list. Trevor Lawrence, 100%. CJ Stroud, again, I don't get why he would be on this list because he did win despite in his current situation. And his current situation only got better. Like, the Texans this offseason only got better than last season. So, him winning in his current situation, he got a better situation. Kyler Murray, he won in his current one. He's going to win in his new one. Kyler Murray, great. Deshaun Watson, great example. Danny Dimes just sucks. I don't think even in his current situation, what is his current situation? They lost Saquon Barkley. Yes, they did get a new wide receiver in the draft. But other than that, their receiving core sucks. Their offensive line sucks. Their team sucks. I mean, sorry, Giants fans, but you guys are not a good team right now. Geno Smith, great example of this. Derek Carr, great example of this. And then Russell Wilson, Justin Fields. I don't really think they're in a situation where it's like they're in a, can you win in your current situation? I don't think so. I think Justin Fields will end up being the big guy. And then Will Levis, yes. So I don't think this group is really that outrageous. But then we have our group 1, which is you are the guy and nothing else matters but the postseason. The postseason is the only thing that matters. And I don't, again, I'm going to give him credit here. I think these are, I'm not sure if he's ranking these like, wait, where's the, hold up. Group 1, right? Where's the final guy? Oh, Kirk, no. He put Kirk Cousins in group 1 and 2? Cam! You can't have a quarterback in both tiers, man. Because Kirk Cousins hasn't been to the playoffs in, oh my lordy, how long. Anyway, Josh Allen, number 1. Now, again, like I said, I don't think he's ranking these based on, like, you know, the first bullet point is the best quarterback and down the list. But I know he does love Josh Allen, so, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But Josh Allen, Buffalo, Lamar, Baltimore, I don't know why I'm reading the teams. Point is, postseason is Josh Allen's biggest issue. So for this group, you are the guy, but the postseason matters. The only quarterbacks on this list that can get through the postseason and successfully get through the postseason are going to be Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. Lamar Jackson's a playoff choke. I know he won MVP awards. I know. He's still, 2-4 in the playoffs? The guy's a playoff choke, okay? You can say he's a great quarterback. Check. He can throw the ball very well. Check. He is one of the most gifted players in the NFL. Check. He's won 2 MVP awards. Check. He's led great NFL seasons, regular seasons. Check. He is still a playoff choke. I don't care what you say. He's still a playoff choke. Okay? It doesn't matter. Josh Allen, he's also not as much a playoff choke, I would say, but he still does choke in the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes, obviously, 3 rings. Shout out to him. Aaron Rodgers, 1 ring. You look at Aaron Rodgers' Super Bowl run. Okay, I'm not taking anything away from the Packers, but they went through some very, very low-grade quarterbacks to get there. But he did win a ring, okay? Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, though, is known to be a choke. When it comes to the NFC Championship game, that's what he always chokes. Dak Prescott, it's not his fault. I'd like to say, this moment in time, it is not Dak Prescott's fault. The Cowboys are the choke artist. Jared Goff, I mean, he's only been there, like what? Well, actually, no, not mine. See, I was thinking about Detroit, but Jared Goff was on the Rams, and he choked in the Super Bowl versus the Patriots, and he was shaking during the national anthem during that Super Bowl. He was scared. But other than that, he only got to a Super Bowl because of a PI call that wasn't called. So I would say, yeah, he is also a playoff choke. Matthew Stafford, well, he hasn't been there enough to say he's a playoff choke, but Matthew Stafford, so he's not, by the way, but Matthew Stafford won a ring. He's not a playoff choke. Well, he also did lose a playoff game, but then if you guys remember, that was the one where it was against the Cowboys and they didn't call PI when the guy they called PI and then picked up the penalty and said it wasn't PI when the guy ran straight into the tight end. And again, Kirk Cousins, he's on both lists, but he's only been to the playoffs recently with the Vikings. He was with the playoffs. Other than that, though, he was one and done in the playoffs, so it doesn't matter. Overall wise, Cam, I love you, man. I really do. Okay? You got some interesting quarterback tier list here. I hope you're not ranking them based on how good you think the quarterbacks are, because if your quarterback is number 1, Josh Allen, number 2, Lamar Jackson, number 3, Patrick Mahomes, number 4, Joe Burrow, that would be crazy. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one.